Welcome to our lab, Unpacking a New Era webinar. I'm Doreen Gady and I will be presenting today. What I want to talk about is the technology that's out there now, and that's why we're calling it a new era, because there's a whole lot of new technology out there to take the position of wear measurements and make it easy to do. So the position of wear measurements is the back vertex, the panoscopic tilt, and the wrap or face form. Now, everybody knows that this is part of taking measurements for glasses. Unfortunately, not so many people actually do it. So why are they important? Why are the position of wear measurements important? Because we get to customize the lenses, we get the best possible vision, and then what else? What else might we get from being able to take these measurements and give it to the patient? Well, as you'll see in a little bit, you're going to see that there are some really unique devices out there to use with your patient and take these measurements, and it's going to make your office look like you are at the top of technology, that you are really at the cutting edge of technology with your patients, and that's going to help you stand out from the crowd. So why should we do them now? 1, we want to prevent human errors in calculations. 2, perceived optician value. 3, various default values depends on the designs. Different designs use different default values, and if you switch from one design to another, you're switching those default values. And they're going to be different than what the patient may have been wearing before. And it's important to understand that they are all different, every lens design. And then the last one is new lens designs. The companies that design lenses are out there creating better and better technology all the time. But garbage in, garbage out. If we don't put all of the measurements we need into the system, you're not going to get the best you can get out of these lenses. So it's important to really start to think about taking them. And one of the things that there's a lot of advertising, let's say, out there that throws different words around. Personalized, individualized, customized, optimized. These are words that are thrown out there around with marketing products and marketing ads. So the personalized and the individualized is a biometric, lifestyle, or behavioral data. It actually includes actual vertex, tilt, and wrap, inocular PDs, and fitting heights. This is where you can equate it to a custom-made suit. So if someone goes out and buys clothing, they usually go to the store, and they're small, medium, and large. Or if they can go to buy a suit, they have exact measurements for that particular customer. And that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about personalized individual measurements for that particular patient, how they like to wear their glasses, what kind of frame they're wearing, everything makes a difference. Customize is the actual vertex, tilt, wrap, monocular PD, and fitting heights. So it's good, but it's not as good as including the personalized information. And of course, optimized is a default vertex, tilt, and wrap. So that one is that's the default that most of us are using out in the industry these days. So really you want to go up that pyramid and give your patients the best that you can give them. So don't give them optimized, don't give them customized, give them personalized and individualized vision. So why doesn't anyone do them? Why doesn't anyone actually do them? I know for our lab, I don't get them a lot. I recommend them, but I don't get them a lot from our customers. And usually what I hear is time. It takes time to take those measurements, and I just don't have the time. Defaults are good enough. And what about why else wouldn't you do them? I think one of that why else is they don't really believe it's going to make a big difference, because the companies do have defaults and they are good enough. But that's not really giving your patient the best. And if you really want to stand out between you and the competition, You really want to give your patient the best. And you want to give the impression to the patient that you're giving him the best. So we're going to talk about some advanced designs and some advanced measuring devices that are out there these days. So we've got the Zeiss, which has the individual 2. That lens has a balanced, an intermediate, and a near. And it also has what they call luminance design technology, so that it makes room for a larger pupil in low light. But Zeiss also has some measuring device, which we're going to talk about as well. Let's see if we can get this playing for you.
Did you know that your main daily activities have an impact on your visual behavior? People have differing visual requirements based on what they do each day. Taking this into consideration, Zeiss Individual 2 uses 2 technologies for the best visual performance, day or night. Individual Fit technology and luminance design technology. With Individual Fit technology, you can choose the best match for your main daily visual activities with 3 design options. The near design is optimized for prolonged reading and other up-close activities. The intermediate design is optimized for desk work and mid-distance activities, and also for dynamic activities that require rapid changes of focus, such as driving. The balanced design is for diverse activities demanding a balance of vision for all distances. Luminance design technology optimizes visual performance in a range of light conditions, from daytime to twilight to night. Unlike traditional progressives, Individual 2 takes into account the normal range of pupil sizes. The lens is calculated based on light from the entire pupil for the clearest possible image, day or night. With Zeiss Individual 2, you will enjoy all the benefits of precision technology. Sharp vision at all distances, strain-free dynamic vision, and the thinnest lenses possible while maintaining optimal vision. Digital Inside technology provides comfortable near vision whether you're using a digital device or reading a printed page. Precision optics with any frame, thanks to Frame Fit Plus technology, and custom fit to the wearer's face with Face Adapt technology. Zeiss Individual 2. Personalized for your unique vision needs.
So Zeiss has a couple of options for doing exact measurements for your patients. You may be choosing their latest in design, but if you're not taking those measurements, you're not giving everything you can out of those. So in this one, this is called the iTerminal 2, and it's a large device. It has stands up against the wall, and the patient has to stand in front of it. Probably not one that I would choose. They now have something much easier to use and much smaller. You actually can use a tablet with the device that you put the frame in, and you can actually take an image and it'll give you all those measurements rather than having that large device in the office. So this is a very portable, very easy way to get those exact measurements, and then you can include them in your lens design. The next one is Essilor and their Varilux X. It's got the extend technology, and each area of the lens allows for multiple vision distances, and it solves the problem with larger intermediate and larger near with optimal progression length. So with this lens, it is actually giving you a little bit of a we're going to go, there it is, that's what I wanted. So this one is simultaneous vision. It has a little bit of distance, it has a little bit of near, a little bit of intermediate, and it actually allows the patient to see through different areas and actually see through it, and the brain chooses the best image that they need to see. That's something that's been done with contact lenses before, but this is the first time that we've done it with glasses. So think of it in terms of simultaneous vision. They don't have to tip their head up and down looking for that sweet spot. It actually is in front of their eyes at all times. So I'm going to show a video on that one as well, because they can explain their design much better than I can.
Today, presbyopes lead faster-paced lives than ever before. They don't want their progressive lenses to slow them down. But even with the latest progressive lens technologies, wearers often have to move their heads to find sharp vision within the lens. But revolutionary new Varilux X Series lenses have changed the game, thanks to new Extend technology. Varilux X Series lenses improve on the benefits of Varilux S Series by significantly extending wearers' vision in the near and intermediate zones. The result? Wearers are able to see within arm's reach like never before, and with significantly less head movement needed to find the sweet spot in the lens. The development of Varilux X Series lenses represents a considerable investment in research and testing. Over a period of 5 years, researchers conducted 19 wearer studies among thousands of wearers to develop a design that's protected by 15 new patents. Varilux X Series is another example of Essilor's tireless innovation as we strive to push our technologies to go farther, deliver more, and lead the industry in correcting and protecting vision.
So the same as the Zeiss lens, why would you want to not give the patient all the advantages of this new design or advanced design? If you don't give them all of the position of wear measurements, you're not going to get as good and as detailed a vision points across the entire lens. So why not take full advantage of that? And Essilor has a MyFit mirror system, which I think is fabulous because it actually sits on the desk. It actually sits where you're fitting your patient with their frame, and all they do, it's a mirror, and they just look in the mirror with the device put onto their frame, and you click a button on your computer, and it takes all the measurements for you. And this is something that can really come in handy when you're working with the pandemic and you want to be away from the patient. You can actually, I've seen it where they've set it up with a glass panel or a plastic panel between the operator and the patient, and all the patient has to do is look in the mirror, and the person on the other side just clicks a button, and you've got all the measurements that you need. And then the last one I want to go through is the Shamir, the Autograph Intelligence lens. This one takes a lot of data out there, kind of a metadata approach to designing their lenses, and I'll play that one for you.
Shamir Autograph Intelligence, the first progressive lens designed to match your visual age. Each progressive lens concept today is designed the same across all ad powers. This means that a 45-year-old and a 65-year-old wearing the same lens design are being treated as if they have the same exact visual behavior. That is until now. Based on big data, consumer surveys, and elements of artificial intelligence, Shamir has discovered the missing link in progressive designs, and it can all be found in Shamir Autograph Intelligence. Through extensive research, it was determined the preference of each vision zone and how each is used based on a wearer's visual age. Visual age is the physiological age of the patient's eye. It is the patient's required addition and is generally correlated with the patient's chronological age. In addition to Shamir's proven technologies, Autograph Intelligence utilizes 3 new technologies. EyePoint Technology AI utilizes head-eye integrative movement software. Shamir can now see exactly where in the lens patients actually look, along both the vertical and horizontal meridian, when they specifically perform tasks in the various visual zones. Shamir's continuous design technology integrates research findings with patient habits and visual needs to provide a smooth, seamless lens for every visual age. This has been accomplished by utilizing 12 unique design concepts. Shamir's visual AI engine is able to make go, no-go decisions based on predefined rules by applying elements of artificial intelligence. It ensures extreme accuracy for each new lens design. Now every patient can wear a lens that is more personalized to their exact visual needs than ever before, without the need of questionnaires. Shamir Autograph Intelligence, designed to match your visual age.
So they did theirs a little different than the others. This one they used more information about the metadata of studies to say how old and how much ad do you need and where do you need it. And they took data from lots of different resources and they put it all into their lens. We've got average hours a day. We've got average hours a week. We've got switch distances frequently, computer, smartphone, the printed reading material, driving. So they put all this data in there. But again, that data assumes that you're going to be putting in the position of wear to maximize the effectiveness. So if you're not doing that, you are not maximizing the effectiveness of their EyePoint technology, their AI engine, and continuous design technology. Now, there's a lot of fancy names in there, but there's also a lot of technology that went in that as well. So Shamir has one also called Spark Me Up. This is their device. And again, it sits on the counter or on the table, and the patient just looks in it, and the measurements are taken. You can't get any easier than that. It just can't get any easier. And I do know that at least when I created this training piece, they were allowing people who were ordering the Shamir lenses to get a discount on purchasing this. So that's something to talk to your sales rep about. And I did want to show you the Spark Me Up because this actually, honestly, out of all the ones I looked at, this one I like the most. And again, it's not, that's just a personal opinion. It is up to you to research and decide which one works best for you.
In our new reality in which we need to serve customers while maintaining physical distance, being aware of the existing solutions can make all the difference. Spark Me Up is a revolutionary new measuring device that provides an innovative and safe customer experience. With Spark Me Up, all needed measurements can be taken from a safe distance with no physical contact. Spark Me Up's adjustable arm allows the customer to manually adjust the height of the mirror if needed. In smaller stores, we recommend adding a transparent plastic partition between the optometrist and the customer. You can also seat your customer next to you and install the partition between the computer and the mirror stand. In addition to disinfecting the mirror and surface before and after the measurements, disinfection wipes can be placed near the mirror for customer use. One click, one picture. No gadgets, no rulers. To ensure a safe frame selection experience, we recommend wash your hands frequently and use a hand sanitizer before touching frames. Disinfect all frames and display surfaces throughout the store. Make frame disinfection stations available for customer use. After using the frame, ask the customer to place the frame in the designated place so it can be disinfected prior to returning it to display. Give your customers a professional and safe experience while ensuring accurate and fast measurement with no physical contact. Stay safe and healthy.
So the really nice thing about this one is that you don't need to have any attachments to the frame. This one doesn't require that. It's just this unit on the table, click the button, and you're all set and ready to go. So again, why are position of wear measurements so important? So I'd like you to think about that before you leave the webinar. Think about why those position of wear measurements are so important. And even if each of those designs have default values, by having a device like one of the ones that were here, that's going to set you apart from the Walmart. It's going to set you apart from other offices in the area. It's going to show that you have the latest in technology and you are truly going to be able to give your patient a customized visual experience. So it's something that we do recommend, but you'll have to decide for yourself. Thank you.
Okay, we're done.